Oh, it's really messed.
But our name tags keep swapping.
Matt, I've got some feedback for you. Send Howard a camera that works.
It's just what I had. It was laying around. This could also be his internet, though, cutting out there.
No, the camera's just outright turning off.
Oh, yeah, just unplug it and leave it as is for now. You'll just have to resplice it.
I'll try and resplice it once, and after that I give up.
Okay, after that, just get a cheap webcam. Alright. I'll help you find one if that one's broken. So welcome to Dog Pound D&D. We're between Riley and Goji. They're going to tell us what happened in the finale that got us here today.
Okay, so I'm going to start because I wasn't there at the end. So we started with the battle, and Rashok was there, Tylith was there, the big bad evil guy. Jacob, the weird-ass dragon, was there. And I can't remember the name of the other dragon.
Neither can I, but it was never introduced. He was never introduced, so technically you don't know his name anyways. Okay. So, but big obsidian dragon.
Yeah, so all of us went and we kicked some ass. Killed Tylith. Well, we think we killed Tylith. We killed Jacob. Definitely killed Jacob. And Rashok, I believe we spared.
She is currently in a coma, as far as you know.
Unconscious, yeah. And then Black Dragon, I don't think we killed it. It disappeared, right?
Dimension Door, I want to say.
Yeah. Dimension Door out of there.
But we didn't kill it. That's the
correct. It still exists at large.
And then we went through and we found that they were a bunch of assholes keeping a bunch of prisoners starving, and found a whack ton of gold for everybody and all sorts of goodies. And then we had to run quickly to Safe Falls, where Alvin's wife was about to be murdered, and we went in and saved her. Albert got his ass kicked by a bunch of frying pans and broomsticks. And then, after that, I think just after that is when I left, so Goji can take over from
Yes.
And after that, basically, we sort of rested a bit as the monsters died around us. Then Igarath took us to Shekland and planted the world seed, and the crystal grew up. Then Igarath made a glass tower replica of the armor that fell off of Alvin and made a tower. So there are 2 towers now. Then we all went to sleep on the island. Shraga was brought back, but only 3 people knew. Then he was stolen by the sea.
That's kind of like what, sorry, 1 second, I want to recall back, because this has happened before, sort of, but this is not the same situation, but early on, the snake came and rode across with Aaron, who was from Party 3, who was only there for like 2 episodes, and before he ghosted everyone, and it was like stuck to the back of the snake, but only Ikarath saw, and nobody would fucking believe Ikarath. So when he came back, it's Ikarath. But Ikarath wasn't even that crazy at that point, but I mean, it works out. And now and nobody knew where and he was supposed to be just gone for like, that was just how he was gone. He was gonna come back the next episode because he was gonna be supposedly back playing the game, but wasn't, so he got eaten. And kind of the same thing here. We have Shraga carried out to sea.
Yeah, that happened, and then Igarath grabbed everyone, teleported circles. There was a suggestion of stopping off in Safe Falls, but they didn't, and they just kind of stole everyone and plopped them in the gnome mines.
Yes.
And because Wes needed to check on his parents, They are very dead. But everyone found out gnomes
And all of
weren't.
his relatives.
Oh, yeah,
His like brothers and sisters, I want to say.
3 little siblings, all also corpses. Thanks, Church of Nova Stain. But
It's one of the worst things I've ever done to any of my players.
yeah. But they're all dead, but there's plans to bring them back. We saw that the heart of the mountain was stolen, and now every party member knows that, hey, the gnomes aren't all extinct. They're still around. Or at least mostly still around.
They're an endangered species.
Yeah. But then we cut after plans were made to get the heart back, and Wes was going to run for mayor.
Season 2, where the parties all form the Wildlife Endangerment Society to protect endangered races. All right. And we have all 3 dwarves who were all, not overly happy about what was going on with the dwarf land when they were there last. They may or may have not have sealed up their ancestral minds with a holy shrine to Moradin inside of it. We're not going to worry too much about that. Things happen. And we arrive at Dweeport, which everyone gets 1 loot point. And we're in Dweeport. What magical fantasies still exist in here? Look at all the people over here. Lots of stuff happened. See, Jordy was still alive when you were here last.
Don't make us have a eulogy again.
Cormal didn't even have crystals yet.
Oh, we all had the wrong character.
Yeah, look at that. Look, we didn't even have all uniform characters anymore. Magni still had his wagons before they all got destroyed or sacrificed to dragons.
Yep.
Oh, are we like at the docks?
Yeah, you're at the docks. You're brought in by a ship. You were in the city of Dweeport. What do you do?
Missing tower.
So, yeah, let me put myself in real quick. There we go.
So, fellas, what are the chances that the Dwarf Kingdom is now 100% corruption free?
Well, there's a new high priest, at least. Place for yet?
Right? And Dark's just gonna look at his bag as he still has the headpiece and all that.
You do. You could become high priest.
Yep.
Do you want to become high priest?
That's something that we're gonna have to see.
What are we doing here?
Well,
How long has it been since you guys were last here?
it's been probably close to a year, I think, in game.
Jesus. Okay. Yep. I have accelerated everything by 100 years, and I have a general idea of what's going on.
Wait, it's been 100 years?
No, 1 year. Sorry. I don't know why I said 100.
I was just saying, wait, the finale, I don't remember anybody saying that we did a
You
time
went through a
warp
time
again.
warp? You didn't know everybody that you used to know has died?
Man, I sang the entire Let's Do a Time Warp Again through Space Mountain at Disney, okay?
So Albert is gonna grab his great axe off his back and test its edge, and
Oh, that's not threatening at all. You have the guards are looking at you suspiciously.
He's like, why don't we go pay a visit to the politicians of the Dwarf Kingdom and see if they're still kicking out old people.
Yeah! Forced to retire, we're dwarves, we die working. My great friend Happy died in his forge after he fell asleep and fell in the lava.
Oh, God.
It is awful.
No, see, he lived a very nice life. He died in his sleep, burning in his sleep, and I think he might have woken up for the last part of it, but still he died kind of asleep.
Elward will then put the axe back on his back so that he's not causing stress to the guards.
They're still eyeing you warily, but they're slightly less warily looking at you.
But let's not have another freaking Voltaire incident here, please.
I don't see any goats.
As you say that, you see some goats being unloaded off of a boat.
Nobody touched the dang things, but
Why would I want to touch goats?
at least that looks promising that they're bringing.
Roll
livestock
luck real quick,
back.
Magni.
No, exactly. Thanks.
Why is there a 2?
Oh, I think it might have. One sec. Let me just. There's.
Looks like it's rolling damage or something.
Yeah, let me disable damage.
Your
You're
luck is
rolling
so
damage
strong,
on
your damage. Take 2 luck damage.
Oh no!
Okay, as some of those goats are being unloaded and walked past you, just one premium, 5 gold cigar, falls out of one of the crates that they're carrying and just kind of rolls over to your feet as they just are led past and nobody notices.
My oh my!
I'm waiting for a seagull to come and take it.
Magni lights it up and smokes it.
I forget, have you had anything modifying your situation with seagulls lately?
Magni's now friends with seagulls.
Yeah, in the finale, since he had nothing to do, he just kind of sat on the boat, smoked, and had parties with the seagulls.
Oh, and he rolled really well. Yeah, no, I thought that was the case, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, a seagull comes and lands on your shoulder.
Wait. At least it's not taking your cigar.
Yep.
It opens its mouth. It kind of stares at you.
1 second, nobody. And he pulls a cigar out of his humidor and hands it to him and lights the seagull cigar.
The seagull smokes a cigar on his shoulder.
Now we're just gonna scratch his head with his jaw wide open. What am I looking at here? How are the physics of a seagull without lips smoking a cigar working?
Well, I mean, when you're stressed out, sometimes you just need a light.
Well, fellas, how about we find ourselves a boat to the Dwarf Kingdom?
We're in the Dwarf Kingdom.
Oh, this is Dweeport?
Jesus Christ, Riley, you have 125 HP?
Yeah, I have a lot.
Fucking Christ.
I think there might be one other person who challenges Elred for most HP.
How much HP do you have?
125.
Yeah, you have nearly double I do.
Voltaire's the. I think he.
Did you level him to
Gonzalo.
10?
Yeah, Voltaire's at 10. John Zalva is. I
Yeah.
think has the most HP out of anyone by far, but it constantly gets reduced.
Yeah.
So I think Voltaire might be the closest with 117.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
This isn't the Dwarf Kingdom, not the map we used before.
Yeah, this is Dweeport. It's the coastal dwarf city where
This is the coastal
you guys
city.
all got arrested and you guys got put on trial.
Yep.
That's right.
This is why I said the Voltaire incidents.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought this was the harbor before we left to the...
Also, keep in mind the Dwarf City, the main royal city of the Dwarf City, did change maps halfway through.
Like, there's a new map for it, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have seen it, but I gave up on one and, like, no, we're going back to this. It's much simpler.
Okay.
So you might have conflicting memories with that one.
I wonder if my old workshop at the retirement home still has a horse and carriage in it.
Maybe, but I really want to make my way back to the capital.
That's my proposal.
Good. Let's go check for the wagon then, and then we'll go up to the capital.
Where would we find a wagon?
Magni had a workshop at the retirement home where he did his smithing stuff that he wasn't allowed to do in the capital because he was old.
Well, where would your retirement home be? Nothing's labeled.
Matter where's the retirement home that you said was in Dwarf because their grandparents were sent down here?
It is... Well, I need to find the appropriate places here. Because there definitely is a good place for it. I just gotta find it. Where do old people like?
There's nothing really in particular, but near hospitals. It's not false.
There we go. And I just need to then text black retirement home and map layer. Now we have a retirement home in Dweeport. When Magni returns to find somebody standing there and your door is locked with chains and padlocks.
What's going on here?
Oh, well, you didn't pay for a year.
I was forced down here. What do you want me to do?
Send it by post?
It was saving the world.
How much is owed?
How much would a spot in a retirement home cost? Well, let's see. Retirement home cost per month on average. It costs $4,000. So what is $4,000? $4,000
like
to gold in DnD 5e.
Also, how much did you say?
1 pound of gold is 50 GP, so... Something? I have no idea.
One silver equals 100 USD, according to D&D Beyond.
One silver equals 100 US dollars.
Yeah.
So 1,000, so like 4 gold.
Here's your gold, you thief.
I don't think it's being a thief to expect you to pay the rent you agreed to.
I was
What a
forced to
disrespectful
retire.
old cranky dwarf. You can see why nobody likes you, and he unlocks the shit and starts to walk away.
And Tiny opens it and he's checking to see if there's one of his old cards there.
Yep, covered in like 4 inches of dust.
Oh, there's one here. Well, oh God, my sinuses. It might be a little sneezy on the way, but we've got one now. We just need a horse.
Where could we buy a horse?
The market always has livestock. It's had goats.
Yeah, that's the market.
That's where the
I'll go,
incident happened.
That is the incident.
I'll go look and see if I can find a horse, and you can get the cart ready.
Already?
I'll stay back and help with the cart. I don't really want to go near the market.
So, Alfred, you go to the market, and you find no horses, but you do find 2 goats being sold.
Is there any bulls?
Nope.
Can I ask anyone, where could I find a horse? Like, is there stables around here that I can buy or hire a horse?
They have not been able to make any arrangements to import horses as of yet.
Why is that?
Well, because before, like, a month ago, there was no trade allowed at all in and out of Dweeport.
And what about now?
Now they're just starting to barely start to make agreements. Because they have to start from scratch because it's been so long that they've been isolated.
Is there, like, at least a carriage for hire that we can find to get us to the dwarf capital?
You could hire a river barge.
River barge, sure. That sounds like a good idea.
And this is when Trevor Martin shows up again.
He does run the river barge service. So naturally, he's got a store in town.
So Alfred's gonna go back and say, so fellas, I have good news and bad news. Good news is we have transportation. The bad news is the river barge.
Oh god, who's the owner of it?
Oh, I would imagine it's the only river barge owner in this part of the world.
Sure.
But there is no horses or bulls
I
or
would
even
rather-
other carriages for hire in this city.
Did you ask about reindeer? I heard a legend of a man who could pull a very heavy vehicle with reindeer.
There were
No.
goats. You could use goats to pull it.
No, you
I'd rather
can't.
not
Both
deal
are
with
fun
Trevor.
enough.
I'd rather walk the whole way.
I'll deal with Trevor.
Alright, as long as he doesn't have to come along on the barge.
I don't understand why you hate him so much. He's been nothing
It's
but
not that
helpful.
I hate Meta. It's not because I hate him, it's because of something that I had.
I don't see why that would be bad, though.
Meta? If you don't recall, then that's good.
I know what it is. I just don't understand how you're getting from that to this.
Hold on, DM me what you think I have that's making me act like this, that you think is not a big deal.
So just to
Okay.
tell you, Corey, I
Okay.
can see your DM
What?
on stream. I can see your DM when you went.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you probably pulled up.
yeah. I'm gonna have to learn how to whisper in this bitch.
There's a way you can whisper. I think it's like /W.
Yeah, I know. It's just a dick, but I'll have to learn.
Yeah.
Slash
Okay,
W. Puzz.
I don't know.
Hi. Did that
There we
work?
go. Yep, that worked.
You guys can't see it? I did it! I'm gonna make sure that all of you have easy names in here to use, though.
Man, mine is so easy.
Yes.
2 letters are copycats.
Well, it fills it out for you. when you start typing it in. And you can just hit enter.
See, we're learning so much about technology. I really am becoming an old man.
The joys that you get when you don't use Microsoft Edge.
Hey, I have Firefox.
I know, that's why I said not using Microsoft Edge.
Oh boy, okay. Okay. So, what are you guys deciding to do?
Howard's off talking to Trevor.
Okay. So you knock on the door. Damn it, no. That was a bad plan. I needed to remind myself to set an alarm that I did not set. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so you knock on the door and he opens up and says, "Oh, Elred, what brings you here?"
Well, we're looking to get to the Dwarf capital city, and it appears that the only mode of transportation is a river barge. And I believe you're the only one that has river barges in these parts.
Well, of course, it always pays to have a monopoly.
So how much would you be charging us to take the barge up to the capital?
Oh, for the heroes of the realm? It's just a favor between friends.
Oh God. What is this favor?
Just as a favor, of course. If I needed your help, you would help me just as I'll help you.
Oh, it's an IOU. That's what it is.
Also, you guys should definitely, if your computers can support it, make sure you pull up. Well, no, that wouldn't work. Can I do double this? Can I?
Double what?
Will this let me also... This is gonna break everything, isn't it? Wait, is this working on both? It is. I'm gonna have to cut this thing up.
So you're apparently Elred now.
Shh. How rude. Oh, no, don't do that. And then I should, since I copied it, be able to just slide it over. This is very slow. I understand this. I understand how slow this is. But wait, I think I got it. And then we gotta put these up. Put this back.
Change layer.
That looks basically connected. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, not there, not there. Oh, shit. There we go.
Ah, you broke it again.
Yep, I'm fixing it. There we go. We're set. I fixed it, and now you guys can see all the crazy hand gestures I do when I try and narrate stuff, so you can all make fun of me for it. Alright, so go ahead. Where were we with this? Oh, yes.
Oh,
It was just for a
however-
favor between friends.
It's like, oh, so it's more of an IOU. Okay.
No, just being a good friend, of course.
Okay, I think we can handle that.
Do not consent to this.
So
So we can leave. We can leave shortly, as we'll leave shortly after noon.
what time is it now?
It was 11:12 p.m. a.m. 11:12 a.m.
Okay, how about we just meet you at the barge?
That sounds
around
good.
that time.
I look forward to seeing Thalrak and Magni again.
Yep, I'm sure they're excited to see you too.
Till then, and he walks off. He closes the door back up, and he's doing his thing, getting ready. Roll wisdom.
Save or check?
Check. You didn't mention who you were with.
No, I didn't. You just knew.
Continue.
So Elwood will come back and again say, I have good news and bad news.
No.
What do you want to
Again,
hear?
a second round. The hit is 2 for 2 there, champ.
The good news is we have transportation. The bad news is, in old Trevor Martin fashion, he would only accept a favor for payment. Or rather, an IOU.
Well, more of he needs a favor from you because neither of us have accepted it.
Well, somehow he knew both of you were with me.
Of course he did.
I never told him that the two of you were there, but he just knew.
Trevor Martin is probably the strangest thing on the Dwarven Isle at the moment. And that's including dwarves who believe it is wrong to make weapons. Darn hippies.
Oh, I guess we'll can just meander over to the barge and meet Trevor there and get up to the capital.
All right. Look, I have a map for that.
You gotta get rid of some people.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit on here. We've used this a few
Elizabeth.
times. Oh yeah, remember Elizabeth? She died.
After like 4 episodes.
This was also our main escape after the hole. Crystal fell in a lava pit.
Yeah. Ikarath's up there. I believe that's a passed out sign, or is that drowned? What is... Do we remember what happened to Ikarath here?
I think he was high on something.
Yeah, he absolutely got high.
I mean,
no, he licked a toad, I think.
Oh, yeah, he licked a toad. Ikarath is a fellow. So you're on this river barge. It's a long, long trip. What do you do? It's the early afternoon.
I was just gonna sit over on a barrel or a crate, whatever you can sit on, just sit on it for the ride.
Magni fishes.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of sleep in a sack.
And the days pass uneventfully. As you reach... Why do these have to be so far away from each other? This, the Dwarf City. Where the last you guys saw, you were being chased out of it.
Yes, we were.
And you got this really lovely tree that I made.
Is it still there?
Yep.
As we walk in. Oops.
By Ikarath. As you walk across the river, you do see guards posted atop the citadel walls.
Right.
Well, I don't think any of us are sneaky.
We're walking straight towards the gate.
And they say, halt, identify yourself.
I really am gonna regret being truthful here, but I am Magni. I wasn't Magni.
What?
I wasn't Magni. My family stopped myself. I almost said Magni's name instead of mine. I'm Tharak Magma Forge. And I am requesting entry into the city of Moradin.
And he says, Henry, look in the book. Henry goes down a couple steps, pulls out the book. I wish I had a book. That would have been really impressive right now. But I don't. That's the sound of a book. And it goes, nope, you're on the do not allow list.
Do I want to know why?
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have told you that. Go ahead. We'll take you right into the city.
No. I wanted to check on my parents. and
Of
check on
course,
the
we'll take you
city.
to them.
No,
You won't.
You won't.
You're not very good at this, see?
Oh,
You're really
oh,
bad
come
at
on. We're good
You're
old
really
pals. You're
bad
the
at
hero of the city.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not running. That's not a hero's
We didn't
welcome.
need those mines.
What's too
Okay,
close to
hold
it?
up. Hold up. You're trying to blame us for the mines. That
No,
wasn't-
no. We're to stop blame. Congratulations. It was great. They were a hazard for children.
No, I'm gonna I'm not gonna kill anybody, but I'm getting very agitated right now.
Are you two mathematicians?
They look at each other. What's a mathematician? I don't know. What? Yes.
Well,
Howard's
then,
gonna
I'm
look
sure.
at Howard's gonna look at Magni and just kind of like go like 2 hands below his waist, like shaking them back and forth and like shaking his head.
Well, then, how would you feel if I told you I could prove that 7 times 13 equals 28?
They both look at you and they say 4.
What? Do you mean like the golf term or the number?
The first one.
Okay. Do you want to play some golf then?
Let's go. We can take you to great golf facilities in the city.
We don't golf in a city.
No, we'll take you. We got a special course.
You're very bad at.
Free cigars.
Hold on a second.
I don't think you're
And
getting
scotch.
Magni.
Scotch.
Yeah, free scotch and cigars.
No Magni. Remember this. Your mom tried this on you.
We're just gonna ask, can we get in or not?
We'll have to guide you through the city. It's changed a lot since you were here last.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
okay.
Magni turns invisible.
You hear a loud gong sound and the gate slams shut and another gate slams shut and you see a ton of guards just pop up all over the place. All over the tops.
What's happening?
Well, my roll 20 is dying, but aside from that,
Well, no, that was Elrin to the guards.
oh god, now I'm gonna have to fix this again. Why do I think my computer was saying no. There we go. Okay, so yes, the walls are lined with guards and they go, come on, let's go in the city. As you start to see them draw arrows.
I'm confused.
If we're allowed in, why are you drawing arrows at us?
Oh, just it's a friendly way of saying hello.
No, this is not. This is absolutely not what happened the last time I was welcomed into the city. And I will not be blamed for the minds of what has happened to them.
Oh no, the mines we don't care about.
Yes, you do, because you said I wasn't allowed in because of them.
No, that's not why
I'm
we said
not-
that.
I'm not I'm not stupid.
Dude, hey, Thaurak, do you have that Zone of Truth spell?
Oh, I do, but I really don't want to waste it on stuff that we could already do this pretty easily.
Well,
Plus, then they take that as a hostile action and actually release the arrows, which I don't feel like being poked out with arrows tonight.
Elwood
Well,
will
today.
draw at least a shield, but not a weapon.
You better put down your arms, lad, says one of the larger dwarves.
I do not have a weapon in my hands.
Put down the shield, lad.
After you put your arrows away.
It's 50 versus 3, lad. I don't think you're in a position to negotiate.
I think those odds are about even.
3, you said? Oh, there are not 3 of us.
Dark is just gonna pull out the pickaxe and hold it up and just go, by the right of Moradin, and the god who has blessed me to make this pickaxe, I demand entry to speak to the council.
There is no council.
Then let me speak to the king.
We
Or
are the
whoever is in
king.
charge. Wait, what?
And you hear each of them, each of a different dwarf. I am the king. I am the king.
Oh, God.
Something funky happening here.
Yeah, I didn't know this is what was happening here, but it's happened.
You're gonna take me to the king.
We are the king.
You
Just stop this, king. We're just dwarves.
Maybe
Whoever
you're
is-
just a dwarf.
whoever is the head and in charge.
That's all of us.
I highly doubt it.
Doubt all you want, you still won't make it into the city.
What's the scale for here?
It's like 30 feet up. And it's probably like 10 feet across. So 4. Yeah, multiply by 4. So 5 feet would be 20 feet.
I really don't know what to do here because I don't want to face off with 50 whatever these are dwarves. But at the same time, something funky happening here that needs to be sorted.
I just want to say, and this may scare you, but I'm really happy about what has happened here. So what are you guys doing? All the arrows are pointed at you.
I say we just leave for now.
Nope.
Oh no, lads, you won't be leaving.
Then let me go to the leader.
We are the leader.
You are not. You are full of shit.
Magni points to like says, "Is there an elf in there?"
There are no elves in the Dwarflands. We do not forget our honor.
What if there's a spy?
Philip, we would smell them.
After I remember dwarves and smells are terrible. Too much alcohol.
So will you come with us into the city?
Not until you put your weapons down.
Oh no, we won't be putting the weapons down. I'm sure one of our clerics will be able to keep you alive should we
I am
miss.
a cleric, and you will not be harming any of us.
And what
I
do you...
demand safe passage to the palace.
We can take you to the palace.
Safely.
Of course, this is our city.
And are we allowed? And we will be keeping our weapons and attire with us.
We will tie them.
No.
I don't think you're in a position to negotiate.
And I don't think you're really in a position to be trying to make demands as a quote-unquote fake king.
We are all the king.
You are not. But that's fine. You can keep believing that, but this is not who I'm here to talk with. I am here to talk to the king and only the king. My dealings will be with the king and only the king. And if you wish to be in that prelude of trying to bullshit your way into this midway conversation and be the middleman, well, then it's going to get you nowhere other than potentially my fist in your face if you wish to be so. So, I have made my terms to talk to the king. Anything that goes further beyond that will be dealt with the king directly. We will be carrying our weapons and keeping our possessions about us. We will be going through the city unharmed, unrestrained, and we will not be touched in any way, shape, or form by the likes of you. Do I make myself goddamn clear?
Doc, what's your armor class?
God.
With my shield out, which it probably wouldn't be. I'm trying to be as peaceful as possible. Hold on.
So something's wrong with my
18.
weapon. It lost its D8 or D12.
Unfortunately, Alvin is not here.
I don't know how to add it back. Like all my weapons got duplicated, and then my great axe lost its D12.
Just roll it and then roll a d12 manually afterwards. We'll just do it manually for now. Then just ask Alvin to help.
Oh, looks like only 3 of those attacks hit. That's nice.
Well, no, it's not flat rolls.
Alright.
So you're gonna want to go into you're gonna want to click the little cog that's under your weapons in the attacks area, and then on the weapon, and then you should be able to go to damage and type in 1d12, and then in the damage section where it says 1d in non-highlighted text.
So what's your armor class,
there we
Thalric?
go.
18.
18? Okay.
Oh.
Minus 16, 50. Okay. And then, how do I math? 50. 61 damage, Thalric?
Ow.
As 14 arrows embed themselves into you before all of them knock and pull again.
Hold on a minute, hold on a minute, hold on a minute.
I wasn't here to make a bite.
As I said before. Oh, did you make a shock check?
Oh, hold on. That's just what? Constitution, right?
Yeah, you need to roll a 23.
Jesus.
You have +4 for Magni.
Yeah?
Alright.
You could pay for an inspiration.
No, I'll just make it.
There you go. You do. You probably go down to one knee, but you stand back up and are resolute in the face of 14 arrows sticking out of your body.
I was gonna take the pickaxe and just, like, not take the arrows out, but I'm gonna smash the shafts of them with the pickaxe.
Yeah, smash that shaft.
Huh.
Sorry.
Nope, that's just gonna be a sound clip, so that way whenever someone donates, they're just gonna hear smash that shaft.
Dude, you make me that sound clip, I 100% will make that my donation message. Make me that clip. I'm telling you right now, legitimately, I put a stream marker here so I can find it later, like put a clip down. If you send me a clip of that, just in the format that I can just put it into Streamlabs, I will make that my donation and the donation noise. Okay, so with that, so are you going to allow your weapons to be bound and we will take you to the palace? Or shall we fire again?
Anywho, so since I'm staying there,
Out of character, going with them is not the only option. So,
I figured
What do you
not.
mean?
like, I don't know what other options there could be, but they are just based on what's going on in the city. This is what they have a reason that they're behaving like this. This is not a you have to go this route. People stop fucking around. Railroad. This is just how they would be reacting.
Yeah. But I don't even know why they're being confront. Like, why they're
You
being...
don't yet. No, nobody's even tried to
No.
ask her.
Oh no, we've asked.
But you got stuck on something that maybe you shouldn't have. But continue.
Then I say, what is... I hate this. I don't know why you just shot an unarmed man.
Because you're on the most wanted list.
Ah, there's the truth.
Yeah, there we go. No one said I was on the most wanted.
Oh
They
shit,
just said I
no,
wasn't
you're
welcome.
welcome in the city. You're on the most honored list. Come with us. It's great honor.
Doing this again.
Can you just tell me what crimes I'm wanted for?
Murder of the High Priestess of Morden.
I'll right
Oh,
under his
that?
nose is gonna cough. Bitch deserved it.
Oh, no, that
Sorry.
that was her attacking us unprovoked. I was praying peacefully when she tried to attack me with no reason.
That's not what the note our queen left behind told us, and we took over the city in honor of her. We are the kings in the lady's wake.
Wait,
No, who left?
wait,
Oh
what?
my gosh.
Wait, Wani, can you repeat that?
We are the
worship
kings
her.
in the lady's wake.
No,
Not
the
that,
part of the note.
Who stayed behind?
They're
There was something-
confused.
There was something about a note.
Yes, a note was left behind saying, should she die, it was to your hands. In that you were in league with the king, and that in her honor, we should take over the city and rule as 50 kings, all of her loyal followers.
Oh, my lord.
How would she?
So
have
you're telling me that the
possibly
king... Wait, did you kill the dwarf king?
The dwarf king was taken by the great lady's glory.
Always hated that guy.
But was she killed? Or was they
She
killed?
was ascended.
He?
Oh no, they're worshipping the old high priestess.
That sounds
He,
like
sorry,
they're all
yes, he was ascended. But 1 second, I'm gonna let you discuss for 1 second amongst yourselves out of character because I need to go get water really, really bad.
Yes.
So go ahead, discuss.
I really want to kill each and every single one of these guys now. All
So-
50 of them.
It sounds like the corruption on these 50 are still left, and they've gone and killed the king.
I don't even think it's corruption. I think it's just fanaticism. It's just stupidness.
Probably that
Yeah.
too.
Maybe the
regardless, they're-
corruption or exposure to corrupted lava, I think would be accurate. Might have quickened it.
But regardless, I think the only way would be to kill them. But 50 against 3 is pretty tough.
I mean, meta hasn't really established Grey Dwarves yet, because Magni is the only one that we know of. Technically, in the real lore, Grey Dwarves live in the Underdark, and the other dwarves hate their guts because the Grey Dwarves still keep slaves. There's also the Elves, but we'd have to get away from these guys first, and then bring an army to take over the city again.
To essentially liberate it.
Yes.
You get hill dwarfs too. Elred is a hill dwarf.
Yeah, I think like most of the dwarves have just been mountain dwarves, and we haven't seen either of the other two.
Did you know that sometimes people steal other people's workers from barbarians in Civilization 5 like savages?
Nope.
Sorry, I played yesterday with a couple of friends and my wife, and she plays like once a year maybe. And of course, when a barbarian captured my worker, she went along, killed the barbarians, and instead of returning the worker, she took it for herself. But we're at the gates of the city.
So we're just discussing or might be going away to come back with an army of other dwarves.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of things that have happened here that I didn't anticipate.
You say this like you just randomly decided it the moment we started talking at the gates.
I didn't randomly decide it. The story it wrote itself.
It's not winging it. The story just rewrote itself.
Yes, exactly. That's how most of the campaign works. It all flows naturally from what you guys are doing.
So I was gonna say to the other two, I think we should leave.
I'm really, really worried about my parents, but fine.
Without a really strong healer, I don't think we can take on 50.
Yeah. Was really hoping this would be a more peaceful option, but
Magni, do you still have Shield of Faith? It's a spell?
Yes, I do.
Maybe you might want to cast that on Thaurak, because he's pretty hurt.
Good thing. Alright, you gain 2 to your AC.
So are you guys booking it?
I think we should.
All right. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
oh, this is gonna go swimmingly well. Just gonna throw it to the gym again.
Thaurak, I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
What? I don't do this intentionally.
But wouldn't we technically get the initiative first because it's on our move to like retreat?
Yeah, they don't know that we're running yet.
Roll. Deception or sleight of hand.
Oh, what's that?
There's 2 stats for that. You can do one of those two, whichever one's higher. And they're gonna roll. They did not roll great on their perception roll. So did anybody not beat a 5?
Oh,
Then you guys get a surprise round. Oh God,
hold on.
except for you.
Oh, wait, I gotta roll my deception. Hang on.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
I can't use Indomitable for that. I got a nat 1.
Unfortunately,
So me and Goji get a surprise round then?
Give me
trying to
1
think because
second.
if they
Give me
see
1
one
second.
is going to definitely run.
Give me 1 second. Give me a sec.
I figure you might be paying for that. There's that nat 1 reroll, which reminds me, I need to go and fix those viewer rewards.
How does throwing a tablet in combat work?
A tablet?
I have a fireball tablet.
I don't.
Given the if it's a heavier rather than light, if it's a lighter object, you roll dexterity. If it's a heavier object, you probably roll strength. Like, the reason throwing people is strength is because they're heavy enough that it's, like, grappling and then chucking them.
Well, because if you broke it, I'm trying to think, because it would be casting the spell in the direction you break it.
Oh, I
'Cause
don't
it
have to like
arcs.
throw it on.
No, because it arcs. Is it open? It launches the spell.
Oh, I thought I would. I thought it was like where it breaks, it detonates.
No.
Oh, then in that case, never mind. I can just break it and point it at them.
Don't forget to reroll your nat 1.
Oh, you already.
Yeah. It's
Okay. I think we all get to pass that then.
Yep. You do all pass that, so you guys all do get 1 round, which then we just need to sort by descending, because this is how it was working anyways. And Thalrak, so who is the slowest? Magni is the slowest?
We're all pretty
Yep.
slow.
Yeah, but Magni got the lowest, and because this isn't resolving as a combat phase thing, it's being used differently. Magni, what is your armor class?
19.
Roll 20 is not happy.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, you said 19?
Yep.
So -1, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. $27 damage, Magni. And then their second volley, because they get 2 volleys per round.
Oh God.
But you did miss one volley. There was a third volley that there was gonna be from their first one, but you guys did roll your surprise, so you guys only got 2 volleys. Okay.
That looks worse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $44 damage. And make a shock check of 22.
Okay.
Is you have 18 arrows. You could roll your inspiration. You guys have those points.
Oh, what is it? A D.
You guys could add an the pay for. Because you are 1 off.
Okay, hold on. Where's that?
I'm in your guys' corner.
Really? Are you?
Fire
Really?
1 player?
What?
Fire 1 player?
Inspire one.
Inspire,
player, yeah.
yes.
There. Roll that.
Magni, you automatically succeed because you only need 1, and the lowest you can roll is 1. It's a D4, I think.
Oh, sorry. Let me roll.
It doesn't matter, but
Just so we know.
Okay,
Yep.
that was 24 instead of 20.
so you succeed, and you guys are able to escape with a lot of arrows inside of you.
Oh,
Try to make.
Morden. Oh,
Yeah, I want to know how to kill them. Ow.
I'm gonna go take you to generic camp number 3. Cause I assume that's where you guys are going.
Yeah,
obviously, we
probably.
wouldn't go to generic camp number 4.
Okay, let me see if I can find generic camp number 4.
No, we wouldn't go there. Of course, generic camp number 4 is the worst.
No, I literally have generic camp 4 number 4. I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah, it's this camp outside of.
So this is your camp outside of the city. With the return of the claw.
Oh, I don't think we should rest long.
What do you want me to do?
I-
1 second, let me lay my hands on myself.
No, that's fine. Mass Cure Wounds on the 3 of us. Because we need to keep moving sooner than later.
Yeah, because they're probably chasing us.
17 to all of us.
Okay, Magnus gonna cure wounds himself for 40 HP.
Wow, this is like so surprising. For the first time, Elred is the one who didn't take damage.
It's fine.
Okay, I've got an idea.
1 second. I don't know if I have what I need here.
Also, because I can do it on each of us if you're willing to, I'm casting Death Ward on each of us.
What's that?
Basically, if your hit points are gonna go below 0, it instead drops to 1 hit point, and then the spell ends. It lasts for 8 hours.
Dalrak, roll perception. I guess everybody roll perception.
That's a pretty good one.
Thalrak and Elrid, you both hear rustling in the trees in the southwest.
Is that like from the direction of where we were running from?
No, that was north.
We need to keep moving.
Yeah, we need to get moving right now.
I don't trust anything. Let's just keep moving.
Come on, Magni, let's go.
I'm too old for all this running.
Howard's gonna go and help him up.
Imagine at the end it's a stack of cigars.
I can try that.
Magni, Elrid, Thalrak, make dex saves.
Good thing I have my shield on still.
+4 as well. Except for me.
So that's a plus. That's a 23 for me.
We still the +1, right?
Yeah, you got the +4. Except for
Oh,
Maggie.
nice. So 22.
So Magni, Elrid, and Thalrak, you're able to. So basically, what happens is Magni, as Elrid's helping you up, a dart slams into your neck. Roll a con save at disadvantage.
Is it poison?
Yes.
Well, then it's just a regular. It's just
There
a
you go.
regular then.
Yeah, dwarves have advantage.
You start to feel a little drowsy, but I mean, you're old, so it might just be that you're old. And Elrid and Thalrak are able to duck out of the way of two others that come from the trees to the southwest.
Okay, I think it's time to run this way. To the east.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Let's just go.
Thalrak, roll perception.
We all roll perception.
Nope, just Thalrak.
Nope, this is where the streak ends of good rolls.
Well, go ahead and run.
Oh yeah, you have to get over here.
Don't pay mind to anything on this screen.
Oh god. Remember that.
Oh, I remember that part too.
That was funny.
I don't remember this part. What was...
Icarus was off running from the group somewhere, and these vampires just like swarmed him and put him unconscious and brought him to the group because he was off running away.
Yeah, he was high at the time, though, and he thought
Yeah.
everyone was fishes, and so then he shattered on himself to try to get rid of the fishes, and he knocked himself out, and the vampires took him.
Icarus has some strange tales.
Yeah.
So pull yourself onto the map. This is where you are in the forest. Make dex saves. Actually, Elrid and Magni and Thalrak make perception checks. I'm sorry to all of you. Make dex saves at disadvantage.
Oh, is this poison stuff again?
Nope.
That's a 15 for me.
Meta?
Shit. I was on mute. So Therak, you're able to jump out of the way as the leaves shake, and then you can feel the ground giving away beneath you as Magni and Elrid fall 60 feet onto spikes.
60 feet
Oh,
or 16
God.
feet?
60.
Oh,
What was the save on that?
Huh?
What was the save on that?
16.
Oh, one off.
So you guys, that is first. So it's for every 10, it's a 6, so that's 6d6. And then 27 damage. As each of you are partially impaled on wooden spikes at the bottom of a 60-foot pit.
ow.
Oh.
This is just not in my day, has it? Eric!
Magni and Elrid, roll perception.
Ugh. I keep losing.
Elrid, do you think you hear spiders?
Like big spiders?
Like big spiders.
This is like a spider trap. We need to get out of here, like,
Oh
now.
my god, what happened to this place?
Thalric?
Thalrak! We need help, like, yesterday.
That's it.
I don't even know how I'm gonna get you all out.
I guess the universe has decided he's too old. Kill him.
I'm not that old.
I know, boy.
Thalric, roll a dex save.
Me? Alright. Oh wait, I rolled wrong, but 19 still.
And you see a dwarf pop up behind you. I need to find a dwarf. I know I bought a lot of dwarfs.
Like a hostile dwarf?
I don't know, but out of instinct, I was just gonna absolutely swing his hammer on him. Unless he starts talking like immediately fast enough for Thorek to stop the hammer.
You hear from the bushes over here, Thalrak, no! And it sounds like your mother.
Immediately, he lowers the hammer enough to miss.
1 second, I gotta go find your mother.
Wow, no, Jesus, that's not an insult I expected out of you today.
Oh, solid. All right. And you see your mom step out from the bushes. Bum, bum, bum.
What are you doing here?
Elred's gonna yell up, family reunion later!
Yeah, can you help me get them out?
You see her pull a whistle out of her belt pouch. Also, she looks like she's been not in a house or a good house for a long time. She looks pretty like Robin Hoodie.
It's rugged, yeah.
And she blows on a whistle, and the two spiders spray out. What are you doing? Are you guys trying to avoid the spray, Elred and Magni?
Like, what are you...
It's
what are you
gonna help,
spray
I
out?
think.
Spray
But,
They're spraying like spider silk.
What can we do?
Just, I guess, let it happen.
Yeah, I guess just let it happen. There's nothing
Not much you can do when impaled.
They wrap you up in cocoons and pull you up and skitter up top and drop you off before they skitter back down. And Valrak, you might want to cut them out. They probably only got like a minute of breath left.
Yeah, he's gonna cut them free.
All right, you guys are cut free. I mean, a little worse for where you ran out of breath, but I mean, you're okay.
Who set that trap?
We did.
Listen here, young lady. You do
Hold
not
on.
just go setting
Wait.
traps.
Young lady, now.
I'm 325 years old.
Theric, how old is she?
Hang on, I gotta pull up my sheet on that.
Probably not 320.
Yeah, she's definitely not that old.
Probably like Elred's age.
Hang on. Yeah, she's like 150, 156.
Theric's a baby.
I mean, I'm basically a fresh adult.
Yeah, he's like 20 years old essentially.
Yeah, he's a baby.
I'm like straight out of college, man. Come on, don't do that.
I'm old, I'm sorry. I wish I could be 20.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, we all wish we were to be 20 again.
So, we continue along, and Magni and your mom says, Thara, can you get a hold of your friend?
Look, Ma, we've been shot with arrows, and he's gonna kind of just show the bits of the arrows still in him that he hasn't got a chance to pull out yet.
Well, why would you return back to the city after killing the high priestess?
I didn't kill her.
That's not
It
what
was
they're
self-defense.
saying. And trust me, they've painted a whole picture around it.
That's fine. They can think that I did it, but I didn't, and the truth will eventually come out. But I didn't
don't
expect them to be freaking
Think
jealous.
they care as much about the truth as being the new kings.
I didn't expect them to kill the king.
And
nor
your
to go-
father.
What?
And your father trying to stop them to save me.
Is Tharak's father's dead?
Target's just gonna go quiet. He's just gonna kind of stare at the ground now. Thanks, Meta.
I'm
Did I
sorry.
understand that correctly? Is he dead?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when my father died, boy. I'm sorry to hear it.
So, Miss Magma Forge, can you tell us what happened?
Can we not do this now? When
Yeah,
we're
maybe
being
they're still chasing us.
hunted.
We'll take you to the safe house.
I got a question, Miss Magmaforge. Do you know a way to the Underdark?
Unfortunately, the only caverns I knew of have been sealed.
There you gotta be. Forget how I got up here. Only we could reach the Underdark or the old hills. And some dwarves who aren't crazy.
Most of the dwarves aren't crazy. They just can't stand up to the 50 kings.
That's what I mean. If we were able to get to the Underdark, we could always get the Grey Dwarves. They'd love
There's
to
a lot
kill
more that there's a lot of options for dealing with them, but right now we need to get away so we can actually, plan that.
How about we get moving?
Get us out of here now, please.
1 second. You guys are being led through the forest. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come back to this city with a big army in chapter 2.
And Thalrak, as you're walking along, your mom is telling you about how pretty much all of the nobles have been killed. So there is nobody in line for succession. Except
Wait, you cut out for me. What did she say?
there's no line of succession. That's why they're able to be kings.
Oh, so it was like the whole French Revolution there.
I don't know anything about the French Revolution.
The French Revolution, they killed anybody like who was even a friend of the royals.
Kind of, yeah. But Thalrak, your mom tells you that quite a few generations back, the king may have dallied in your gene pool.
Meta, out
What?
of character. Why are you gonna plant that seed in my head right now?
Wait, it was a bad thing? I don't know. It just happened.
I just like, you have to go and plant that now.
I don't know why it's a bad time now.
Because you're taking everything I had, just was like, nope. Here's this. Here's what you can achieve. Here's this little gold gem that I've been holding on to forever.
Yep.
Mom, what do you mean by meddling in our gene pool?
Let's just say that your great grandpappy Digger, not Digger, frick, no.
We'll come up with
No,
a
it
name
is
for
Digger. No, it
later.
is Digger. Digger, he wasn't the brightest. And we found out later he was sterile, yet his wife bore him 4 children. And she was often seen, with Prince Makasheth. That's what his name was that many generations ago. Write it down. I'm not going to remember that.
You're gonna
They
go
were
south
best
to
of
me
friends.
and DMs.
I'll tell you the name.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you swapped it over to. Give me it later, man, because you just swapped it over in the stream.
Oh, frick.
Yeah.
Oh, that, yeah, okay, but I sent you that. That's the one that matters.
Okay.
And Digger was the husband. His wife, we didn't mention a name.
I think my great grandpappy told me about him. Remember what? I knew we talked about him.
So, technically, you might be eligible, but with the way it is, it would not be easy.
Albert will like pat his axe and he's like, it won't be this way for much longer.
You could always look for something that unifies all the dwarves. Basically anything of Morden's artifacts might help.
Also, out of character, this totally... You guys are all in the same party, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think we're not going to accomplish as much as you guys hoped, but I think we're going to accomplish more than you guys hoped in a different way. As long as Magni, you want to keep Magni and Voltaire for a little while.
Sure.
Because if you guys are cool with it, I think this is where we would start party. I mean, not right this second, but this plot line for party 1.
What, for next season?
Yeah, which will be in like 2 weeks or a week and a half.
Oh, I thought we were going to take a couple months off.
No, no.
Alright.
It's one month off.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's close, yeah.
Pretty much 1 month.
And then keep in mind that there's like a couple of weeks where we're off because like Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah,
So,
it's like a month off, 2 weeks on, then 2 weeks off again.
yeah. Basically. But Thalrak, we're going to tell in the main campaign the story, potentially, of Thalrak's succession.
Yeah.
And doesn't he have a Book of Morden, or did he have to put that back?
No, I kept it.
Oh, he has it.
So continue, sorry, but we'll go back into this. But now that we have consent, I love where this went today. Continue. Sorry, I'm bad at breaking immersion.
Pretty much anything that belonged to Morden is legendary enough to warrant either myth status or legend status or something like that, where it's told about consistently might be able to unite the dwarves if you find them.
Magni,
Oh, right.
I have one of them. I also have the wall ability. I have two things of Moradin right now. One is coursing through my veins, the other one is currently in my possession.
The possession one would probably be more convincing to them, more persuasive.
Maybe, but also the wall one, when the High Priestess touched it, she got quite burned from it.
How odd.
Probably got burned from it because she
Enough.
wasn't.
And yeah, she wasn't a
deserving
follower of
of it.
Morden,
Yeah.
which we could use for the rest of the group if need be. But yes, the books would be preferred because I've been searching for them since I was able to start going out on my own. It's been my goal as a cleric to find all 5 of them. And I have one that proves that they exist. Which means my searches aren't in vain.
But how are you going to handle the 50 kings?
Elred will pat his axe. I think we'll figure something out.
Yeah, let me.
We've gotten groups together before. We can do it again.
We have to find a way to sneak to the city.
Well, if we're bringing in an army, I don't think we necessarily need to sneak into the city. We can just knock down the walls.
Do you need an army or do you need a Nickerath?
Why not both?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe Alvin will lease you some people.
Well,
Also, Dragonheart will not be, I think, in Sundays in season 2. Unfortunately. Dang it. Yes.
That's unfortunate.
It is, but it's because of availability. But we might have somebody else, so there will be an open option.
I mean, it makes sense. He's on, like, all 3 parties, isn't he?
He is in fact.
So, yeah, that's quite a big commitment.
Yes. But continuing, it's going to be the story of the batteries in season 2. She goes, and your mom... Go ahead.
Is the new person gonna be a dwarf too?
I don't know. I don't even know if we have a new person yet. We're starting out with just what we have right now.
Oh, I thought you had someone lined up.
Nope. But, Thalek, your mom says if you can get rid of the 50 thieves, you'd still have to unite the people behind you.
Well, it's not like I've been wanting to do that for the entirety of seeing that they've gone and stayed up in the capital.
Well, we'd probably have to reunite them first.
Or we can take the 50 kings out, take power. If I am to be a descendant of the king, as my mother has potentially put it in our mines.
You don't have to do it. It's an optional side quest. That could be the main quest.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying what options there are.
I'm just saying, like, invading a city with anything less than a huge army is suicide.
Yes, and the real question is, do we only want to try to reunite all the mountain dwarves, or do we want to try to throw the other two into the mix? 'Cause if so, there's going to be a lot more harder stuff to get through.
Yep. God, we're gonna have to think on this. There's a lot to take in right now. The fact that my father is dead. The fact that I may or may not be of royal blood. Thanks, Mom. I needed both of these bombshells today.
Just
We're
out of
at war,
character.
honey. I lead the resistance.
What type of dwarf is Thalrak?
A dwarfy dwarf? I don't know. I didn't know there were types of dwarves aside from the dwarves and the normal dwarves.
There are 3 dwarf subraces. There's mountain, hill, and gray dwarf.
Oh.
Elrid the Hill.
Are you a
Maybe the
mountain
gray,
dwarf,
right?
Thalrak?
Yeah, I think I'm a plains dwarf. Hang on. No, I'm a mountain dwarf.
Makes
So we
sense. You're
got-
from here.
Yeah.
We got all 3 types of dwarves in the one party.
Yep.
I think that would help.
Definitely.
There's probably other cities in Dwarfland.
You could always try to make a truce with the elves.
I don't think you'll have much success with that one. If you try and negotiate peace with the elves, you might find all of dwarves against you.
That's true.
Magni, have you looked at us? The 3 of us?
I know, but elves provide an army of some sort, because they'd be happy to go in and kill a bunch of dwarves in a city.
But then to hand that city back to dwarves.
That's the problem.
So what are you going to do, Thalak? Do you know no one you can reach out to for assistance?
Oh, I know a person, but I'm not sure if he's gonna be up for it.
Who's that?
Alvin.
Out of character, he can still provide resources to you even if he's not in the
Oh, I
party, if he
know.
chooses to. You guys are all still friends in the larger world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But Alvin is absolutely one of the people that I would go to for at least resources and or leads for people.
Yeah. Actually, there is, out of character, a necromancer that just moved into town.
Why would we need a necromancer?
It's a powerful wizard.
There are dead people.
Create an army of the dead. Send them into the city.
Yeah, if they die, not that big a deal.
They
Have
just
to go to their families and say, sorry, your son died. Even if you're like, oh yeah, he's already dead. He's still dead.
no next of kin notices.
But you can ask Alvin if he would have told you about that, because Alvin knows. Alvin made the permit. But continue, sorry. So what are you doing then? You say you're a friend that you can reach out to for assistance.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to. We're gonna have to go talk to Alvin.
If we can get a mining crew, we could always mine to the Underdark.
Could.
Do I suggest speaking with Elvin?
You could mine under the walls and then implode them and blow them up.
That is
Alvin,
true.
I bet you Alvin would actually probably give you a resource for free because if you like gave him trade rights with you. And then everyone was silent.
Yeah, because I'm not sure where else to go from here. Because we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to plan this out in game. I thought.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could start on your way back to Safe Falls.
Yeah.
It's a mini-sode. It's not supposed to be a 3-hour episode,
Yeah,
so...
that's why I was like, we could stop here and start with us heading back to Safe Falls, or just have us.
We would just say, yeah, you guys can go back to Safe Falls. You guys want to owe Trevor another favor? You can get there real quick.
No, I do not. I don't owe
I
him
do
any
not.
favors. I would rather travel because.
They can travel off camera.
Yeah, there's a 5-year time skip between season 1 and season 2. We might have a little bit of time.
Yeah. So you guys will return... Well, it might not even be 5 years. It might be 1 to 3 years. Depends on what everybody does in their mini-sodes. But it'll be some kind of skip, and you'll be able to make it back. As you guys sail back to Safe Falls the long way.
Not having to owe Trevor another favor.
Yeah.
How many favors do we owe him?
I have no idea.
Well, you gotta keep track of that.
What the fuck is going on here?
I mean, it's Safe Falls, and I don't think we cleared the map yet. Just everyone is everywhere.
Yup. So, you guys return to Safe Falls. Dreams of Dwarven kingdom in your head. And that is where we will start, interestingly enough, Season 1's journey. In Season 2. Sorry, Party 1's journey in Season 2. Thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and have a great evening.